What up? What up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is the Never Ever Met reunion. All right? I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
This season on the Never Ever Met, 7 couples who had only swiped, texted, and video chatted finally came face to face for the very first time.
Wait. I don't got no underwear on. Hold on.
First day, no underwear.
For 3 wild weeks, the couples lived under one roof, putting their virtual love to the ultimate real-world test.
Ooh, there we go. At the end of the day, it all leads to one question. Are you moving forward as a couple, or are you walking away solo?
They took on activities designed to test their chemistry, faced family members not afraid to speak their minds,
I've never seen you date anybody that was this barbaric.
and worked with relationship experts to tackle their biggest issues.
People with a history of trauma and anxiety can lean into over control.
No longer able to hide behind their screens,
What's better, online dating or in real life? Online.
each couple had to confront their realities of their relationships head on.
Toxic. She was disrespectful, and you needed to say that.
Out of here.
4 couples stuck it out to the end,
To the Elite Eight.
but only 2 left together hand in hand.
Of course I'll leave with you, Christopher.
Tonight, our 7 lovely ladies will reunite with the fellas for the first time in 6 months.
Wow. Everybody looks nice. Ladies.
I'm nervous a little bit.
Are we really ready to see them? Hold on.
So get ready to rehash the drama,
This drink about to be in your face.
the growth,
I never would have thought you would have planned this as a date.
the boom booming,
Take us to the boom boom room.
and the bombshell secrets no one saw coming.
I don't have one. Could I have 4?
I just had a kid too, dude.
What?
Welcome, ladies. Now you ready to see the fellas?
No.
Yeah.
Not even
All right, let's get them out here.
Hi.
Welcome.
Cinco.
Chris. Hello, Clay.
During tonight's big reunion, we'll find out if the couples who lasted are still going strong, and if the others are looking for closure.
Hi, Alicia.
Nah, that's me, Ma. I'm sorry.
Good child. I can feel the energy already. All right. Welcome to the Never Ever Met reunion. I'm your host, Tyranda Jones, and I hope you guys are ready because it's about to go down. Now
Yes,
I gotta
it is.
hand it to the couples for taking on this challenge because it was far from easy. And some of the couples navigated the waves better than others. Y'all ready for the heat?
I'm ready.
All right. Alicia and Irvin, your time ended a bit sooner than expected. Let's roll back and revisit your experience.
Irvin and I, we have been chit-chatting for about 5 months.
Oh, man. Let's take it to the next level. You have a way of flipping things and put it on me.
I feel unsafe with your demeanor at the moment.
She's just a completely different person in person.
I feel like being my authentic self was being criticized.
I just don't want to do this anymore. Right before I came here, I got a phone call. It was my ex-girlfriend. I felt like God was talking to me.
Okay. Thank you for peace.
Spare me.
Drama.
Irvin, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more graceful, brother.
I'm sorry. I've just felt like everything I was doing, it was just being manipulated and I was being gaslit for everything. You know what I mean? You're supposed to bring happiness in my life and you weren't doing that.
That's so unfortunate for you. It really is.
That's the gaslighting part that he
That is gaslighting. That is.
That
Carry on,
is.
always
that
in the
is.
business. Let him speak for himself. Mind your business.
Oh, wow. Up his energy.
I'm not gonna be bullied, so.
Honestly, I think it's unfair to expect somebody else to make you happy every day.
Right.
You do have to take accountability for your own, showing up every day.
That's true.
He was not happy in the house. And yeah, it's not up to her, but she didn't make it better, period.
Let me just say something real quick. Ooh, these ladies looking good. Tati got the Never mind. Anyway, the ladies are looking pretty good. The guys look dapper. You know what I mean? I just gotta give everybody their props. Wardrobe did a really decent job. I wouldn't say that was gaslighting that Alicia was doing, but it was probably more along the lines of sarcasm or being condescending, or flip it, just crass, just you could name a number of different things, but she does have that energy. The guys caught up on that, but I'm not gonna beat up on her too much about it. Like, it's better than sitting up there arguing all day. Instead of arguing with Irv, she just gave a 9 mark. What do you expect, right? Let's hear some more.
And I don't think that everybody should have been giving Irvin what I should be and shouldn't be doing. He allowed other people to dictate what he was gonna do and say and treat me.
No.
He's a grown man. I feel like he made his own decision.
Trust me, it was my own decision. I really wanted you to, impress me. Like, I really took that
I'm better than
consideration.
all of this. I am so much
it's fine.
better
You
than
be
this.
better off.
We heard.
Jay, why?
I'm just the extraness. Like,
Why?
damn.
You extra too. I'm gonna be the extravest person in the room, always. There is a certain way that a man will talk to me. And the fact that I'm gracing you with me being in this room and you're still having that energy is problematic to me.
Wow.
Am I wrong, y'all?
Not at all. You're not wrong.
No.
No, you're not
All
wrong.
praise Alicia.
All right, Alicia, how did you feel unsafe with Irvin?
So we're having a conversation and I feel an energy shift. It was just a lot of aggression.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe nervousness.
Or maybe nervousness. I won't label it.
I don't want to make you feel into any type of way. I was respecting your space, and I got up and left. And then you're telling me to come back. Like, I just didn't get it.
So it can be very confusing. 1 minute it's, I don't feel safe, but then the next minute it's, come back.
Well, you know what? Better words would say, please don't yell at me. Don't raise your voice.
You have to say that. The moment you say, I
Right.
feel unsafe, he said, I'm backing off because I don't
And
want
I
to make you feel
appreciated
unsafe.
that. I
And
don't
then you
have no
said,
problem
come
with that.
back, which is it can be very misleading.
Okay, so in that moment, I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have called him back. I will take accountability for that.
Okay.
I should have allowed him to move out the room and do what he needed to do.
Okay.
I really appreciate you saying that. For real.
Or how about this? You just don't say you don't feel safe. Just say, okay, sweetheart, go cool off and we could talk about this later. How about that? That's even a better solution. Instead of saying, no, go away and I don't feel safe and not calling him back. I think she chose the more controversial choice. Because I think they could have worked that out. I think they could have talked it out if she would have just let him. I agree, he needed to cool off. But saying you don't feel safe, that's the trope that a lot of brothers get, is that, women don't feel safe around us or whatever. We are not allowed all emotions. Black men are not allowed all emotions. We're not allowed to be angry, upset. We're not allowed to cry. We're not allowed to be emotional. We're not allowed the range of emotions that everybody else is entitled to, because people expect us to be solid, one way, mono, just we're not dynamic. We're supposed to be just mono, just one emotion all the time. And it's not fair to not only black men but human beings. It's just not fair. We have all of the emotions y'all have too, and sometimes we're gonna express them, and sometimes, just like we don't like yours, you ain't gonna like ours, and you're gonna have to get over it just like we get over yours. Anyway, let's go in.
Bro, thank you.
Now you're a star.
Irvin, you were the one who called it quits.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your ex-girlfriend.
Right.
Do you guys have a status now?
Yes, we're still together, happy,
You lying, yo.
Alicia, have you jumped back into the dating scene?
No.
No. I want the best things. I want the best man. So, no.
All right. Alicia and Irvin weren't the only ones who bowed out early in this process. That's right, Tatiana and Clay. I'm talking about you guys. Let's watch.
She looked good. Definitely 10 out of 10.
That's crazy.
He's funny, he's very charismatic, we're getting along.
When I made him a sandwich, it was chicken, turkey,
It
ham.
made me feel like, oh, joke's on me. He told me that he wanted to pursue a vegan diet.
I can eat what I want to eat.
You can eat what you want to eat, but you were lying about it. Stop trying to make me look stupid.
What else are you lying about? Are you a liar?
So apparently when she came in, she jumped on him. 2 hands.
She jumped on him?
Yeah.
My ex-fiance ended up in my
You're
house
messy.
pregnant. I have a newborn child that she does not know about. Something else I want to tell you is I have a daughter.
I didn't know the person that I came here for.
Damn.
Right.
Oh, man.
Tatiana and Clay, tell me about your expectations coming into this process and what do you think went wrong?
My expectation was to have fun, be booed up, and possibly leave for somebody. I think the person that I brought, that's what went wrong.
Clay?
Honestly, I would say my expectations coming here were to grow. And I can definitely say I grew from her. She taught me a lot. I started off the first date saying it started off as a 10 out of 10. I think it ended that way. Like, I still don't got nothing bad to say about her. But I just think that particular events got exaggerated when they didn't have to. And it could have been de-escalated through simple conversation.
Can you clarify that?
Right, can we clarify?
I'm talking about the hug. I don't think there was nothing to trip over.
All right, so let's get into Clavacier's best friend, Jamila, with some never before seen footage of the hug.
I didn't see the hug, but I got so many different stories that I don't really know exactly what happened.
She did the whole like.
How was the hug? She picked her off the ground.
The reenactments though were crazy.
We can't keep hiding these secrets from her and making her walk around looking dumb.
Come on, bro.
Man, talk about it.
Well, Clay, after seeing the whole incident play on screen, what did you think?
I think that right now I want to take a poll and see if you thought it was inappropriate.
I do feel like you kind of played in her face a whole lot.
Anybody that makes your significant other feel insecure or uncomfortable, they gotta start getting X'd out.
The hug was blown out of
See, a
proportion.
woman with Tati, you got to handle her with care. You got to be gentle with her. You know, she more of a soft-spoken type of woman.
Yeah.
You just got to keep that in mind.
So I feel like you've been like looking at her this whole time.
I'm not
so I
saying
don't know, man.
Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get back to it, don't worry. Tatiana's different spot. Yeah, Chris, you feeling Tatiana, ain't you? Yeah, Clay seen you looking at her. Clay seen it. I mean, she looked good. Tatiana got the ta-ta. Anyway. I think the whole thing was blown out of proportion, if I'm being honest. Yes, his friend gave him a hug, but she ain't up here kissing on him and grabbing his jewels or anything like that. She ain't. It's a hug. Like, it could have been anybody really who had the same hug. It could have been his sister. His sister would have hugged him the same way. You gonna think the same thing about his sister? Like, I'm on team. It was blown out of proportion. And the whole reenactments and everybody being messy and getting involved didn't help the situation. But in my opinion, I agree. It was blown out.
Man.
Nah, not at all. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
well, who here believes that the hug might have escalated the situation even further?
She cared more about that than the kid situation, so of course. But you gotta understand the build-up, that's what made it bad. Every time she was always the last one to know about stuff. And at one point she was like, damn, I'm just like the joke. He just was dragging it. It was a lot of secrets in his house.
That's the thing. It's not like, and if this was the first thing that ever happened between me and Clay, I honestly don't think it would have went the same way. It felt like everything else with him. It's just like he wanted to tell everybody else, like, oh, I'm not vegan. I'm eating turkey bacon, and when I'm around, oh, he always talks about how he wants peace, but he's literally the drama. Like, it's you.
So you stand by your reaction?
I stand by it because that was my truth in that moment. I feel like it was a build-up and that was the blow-up.
Are you currently seeing anybody?
I have a roster.
Oh, a roster?
Yes.
Come on.
Roster.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
What about you, Clay? Are you seeing anybody? Do you have a roster?
I don't have a roster. Seeing someone, yes.
Is it your girlfriend, Clay?
I'm sorry?
Is it your girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because that's not what he told me yesterday, so.
Yesterday?
Wow.
Yes.
What did he tell you, Tatiana?
Ooh. Is that sweat on your brow?
I came around the corner and I saw a lot that I did not need to be
What were they
seeing.
doing? What was it? Let's check out some never before seen footage.
No matter if you go home with your girl or not after this show, your whole count will be through.
God damn, like I didn't see.
Now, let me say this. I don't understand. Listen, Tatiana just said she got a roster, right? So even if Clay is with someone, what is the problem? Even if he got a roster, why would he have sweat on his brow, Tatiana? What do he have to hide against you who got a roster full of dudes? So I don't understand the drama build up, because it's like, look, it don't matter what he say, y'all ain't together, and you got your roster yourself. So this is a good example of women can do it, but men can't. Because I guarantee you, if he say he got a roster, it's gonna be a whole kind of problem. But since she said it, it's okay. But he got sweat on his brow. For what? For what? He don't owe you nothing no more. Y'all not a couple no more, as far as I know. Unless he creeping with Tatiana. Let's figure it out.
What did he tell you, Tatiana?
Is that sweat on your brow?
That's what on my brow. It's hot and big.
Tatiana, what'd you hear?
I asked him if he had a girlfriend, yes or no, and he let me know that basically he didn't know what was going on and he didn't know how to answer that. And I was like, with the yes or no, and I don't know. I just thought maybe she should know so she don't get played like I get played.
He just committed today. He
could have committed this
hour.
morning.
Right.
Come on, let's act like that don't happen.
He's like this morning.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about another couple who went home early. Brittany
I don't get it.
and Ty.
Anyway.
How you doing?
Good.
How are you?
Let me get this.
Your winner is Ty and Brittany.
Take us to the boom boom room.
Not happening.
I don't feel any romance.
I'm supposed to put everything down, serve you.
I just need Ty to step it up.
How does it feel so far?
Really good.
No tongue? No, I can't get no tongue. Do you think y'all would be good sexual partners?
I'm gonna go with yes.
No.
I've been trying to have that chemistry with her, and it feels like I'm doing something wrong and I don't know what that is.
You're gonna be a asshole to me.
Why you gonna say that again?
We're both at our wits' end.
Wow. Damn, bro.
I'm glad that it's over. Oh goodness.
A part of me feels like when Ty was treating her like a queen, she was treating him like a peasant. Okay, that's the one thing. That's the one thing men have to watch out with. If sometimes with some women, if you treat them like queens, they're going to treat you like a peasant, and that means not respecting you at all. Okay, because they know it's something they wouldn't do. So they don't respect it, but they'll take it. They'll take it. You know, it's just like like a certain part of society, right? They want to be treated like kings and queens or whatever, but they don't respect you for treating them that way. They're just going to treat you worse. Okay? It's the same thing. Trying not to get too political here, but y'all get what I'm saying. Let's go in.
Brittany, what was your expectations coming into this experience?
Meet Ty, to know him, have fun. But Ty and I had conversations on the phone about my boundaries and what I would be expecting, and he kept crossing them.
Ty?
My expectations was I thought you were gonna cater to me the way I catered to you.
Right.
And I wasn't receiving that. It wasn't reciprocal.
I was ironing your clothes for you. Was that not catering to your love
I'm a
language?
grown ass man. I can iron my own
But
clothes.
I'm doing it
I'm
for
saying
you.
that, okay,
Is
yeah.
that not
Yeah, one
catering
time,
to your
one
love
time.
language?
That was one
Okay,
time.
so when I was giving you massages while here
Whoa,
and there.
whoa, hold on. You did this. You did that. You did that.
And
I'm
I
trying to
rubbed your
give
shoulders
you
while you were
hugs,
playing
kisses,
cards.
all that.
But you know I didn't want you kissing on me. I told you that before we got there, and you continuously
I'm thinking, okay, listen,
kept
we've been
kissing on
talking
me.
for a minute, and now this is the time where we see each other in person. This is where we grow the connection.
We do a lot of activities
Right.
about boundaries,
And I got
right?
it. I got the lesson.
If you're really in this experience,
Yes.
you're to learn.
Yes.
If she's expressing to you that makes me uncomfortable, that means don't do it.
Like even our first kiss, it wasn't, I didn't even know he was gonna kiss me. It was just super random. He just took it. One time he slapped me on the ass so hard, my teeth clicked together. Like, I'm just like, I would just peck him to kind of get him to move on.
Okay, so
whatever
I
he
didn't
was
lift you
trying
up,
to do.
and you didn't like
And
it,
then
and then you didn't tell me
that-
you didn't like how I grabbed your ass. You
No,
didn't tell me
I
that.
said you
You
give
didn't
good
tell me that.
hugs. I didn't
when
tell
I
you to
when
grab
I
my
firmly
ass.
grasped it,
I said
and
you
I
give
firmly
good
grasped
hugs.
it.
See,
You
and
didn't
he's
say-
just admitting
you
that
didn't
he's
say,
touching
"Oh,
my
I like
ass."
that. That feel
Well,
good." You
No,
didn't say
I
that?
said you give good hugs. I did not tell you to grab my ass.
So the point she's making is you clearly make her uncomfortable. It's something as easy as just backing off.
And that's what I did. I was respecting the energy that I felt and saw, and I started to slowly back away, like I'm doing now.
I was just getting frustrated. Like, why do I have to keep having this conversation? Like, keep your hands to yourself. Wait till I'm ready. I already told him before we got here.
When I first see somebody, especially somebody that I'm feeling, why wouldn't I want to give a hug
But
and a
in
kiss?
real life, I know you said online, those were the boundaries she set. Did she set those boundaries in real life? I don't want that. I don't like that.
Not in person.
I don't want to say that I was just like, I didn't like you when you kissed me the other day. I didn't tell him that. I think I was like more focused on just trying to keep the peace, and I probably should not have. I probably should have pulled him to the side and was just like,
Yeah, because
"Stop
then you're
doing
going
this."
against your boundaries when you're trying to
Exactly.
keep the peace with somebody else. If you're uncomfortable, then it should be best that you advocate for yourself.
And that's something I'm working on. I do that a lot, even like in all my relationships, not even just with Ty and I. I just keep quiet on things that I'm uncomfortable with, just to keep the peace with the other person.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Let me just speak on this real quick. This is hard to listen to. This is BS in my opinion. Listen, if somebody is feeding you grapes, giving you massages, breakfast in bed, rubbing your feet, treating you like a goddess on the earth, and you ain't got time to kiss them, and you ain't got no physical connection or keep your hands to yourself only unless you're pleasuring me, the reason why she didn't say anything is because she didn't want the royal treatment to stop. Okay? This is manipulation 101. Manipulation 101. No, I don't want to mess up my royal treatment, so I'm not going to tell him how I really feel, but I'm not really feeling him. But I love the attention he's giving me now. I love the perks that he's offering me now. And yeah, I will take that. But I want to smash Cinco. Okay. Cinco can get it. Really, that's how Brittany thinks. Cinco, she would, if she could take Cinco from Jay, she would. And this is probably why Jay is responding here now, because she know how Brittany was towards her man, and I put it this way: Cinco probably got more affection from Brittany than Ty did. Yes, Cinco, he got more affection from Brittany than Ty did. So it's manipulation. The only reason she didn't say all of that is because, number one, she didn't want to probably cut her checks or cut her episode checks, and number two is because she didn't want the royal treatment to stop. Okay, manipulation 101. Let's go back in.
Ty, are you dating anybody these days?
Exclusively, no. There's people I'm interested in.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'll say that.
Brittany, how's the dating life?
It's all right.
A lot of like my exes are trying to spin the block on me right now, but it's all right.
Jay, obviously you and Brittany, you guys didn't get along in the house. What was the real issue between you two?
I don't know. Day one when I walked in the house, she'd walk around, go right past me, go to Cinco. So I was like, oh, okay. That's the truth.
Do you think Brittany was
I have
more
not
into
seen this
Cinco
before.
than Ty from the start?
Maybe it was the alcohol. She did drink a lot, and she got really touchy every time. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh my God, she's so worried about Cinco. Poor little Tink Tink. I was
Baby,
giving her
put
so
it
much
on you.
pressure.
Who
My
agree with that?
God.
Let them do their
Anyway,
thing, shorty.
the reason why Jay and I did not click is because she rude. And all the ladies can attest to that. When she came in, she didn't speak to anybody.
That's a lie.
Like when you walk into a room, you're supposed to speak like, hello, how y'all doing, you know, whatever.
I said hi.
She didn't do that.
You didn't. Remember, I approached
No,
you.
I walked
no,
in
you
and I
didn't.
said
You didn't
hi.
go. You
No.
didn't. Cinco, he apologized for you because he said you didn't say hi to us.
Yes.
I don't know
But-
about that one.
And he told me that I should talk to you and be cool with you because you're really a cool girl and yada yada. That's the only reason why I
You don't gotta sell me though.
It's
Let's just put
obvious that you don't have friends.
I got lots of
But it's
friends.
like,
Just when maybe the older
I
ladies,
did
they don't like
that.
the younger ones.
I did. Girl, you talk about old, all them lines in your face. Like, stop. You be lucky if you get to my age.
Brittany, you're not messing with Jay. You're just not messing with Jay. I think her name is Jessica. You're not messing with Jessica, okay? Jessica is a real one. I give mad props to Jessica. Shout out to Jay. Fine. And, you know, domestic cooks, protects man, don't do drama, don't do this, that, don't do that. And she got the man that you pressing up on. So of course you're gonna speak up on it. I just don't. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to have some sort of respect for Brittany, but she don't get along with the women. She don't get along with the men. She just don't get along with nobody. So don't come after Jay. Okay. I'm a speak on Cinco behalf. Don't come after my woman. All right. That's Jay. That's the queen. She the one who should be getting queen treatment. Truth be told. Let's go in.
It's obvious that you don't have friends.
I got lots of
But it's
friends.
just like-
Just when maybe the older ladies, they don't like the younger ones.
Girl, like, stop. You be lucky if you get to my age.
All right, let's move on. I want to switch gears for a second. He wasn't all heartache and drama. There was some good times and laughs too. Now remember all those fun dinner time games? Let's take a peek at some more never before seen footage.
Do you guys want to play a game?
Alright.
How often do you watch porn and what is your favorite kind?
Probably twice a week. I would say, honestly, I wouldn't really say I have a favorite kind.
Good, because I watch gay porn.
Lesbian or gay porn?
I ain't watching no chicks.
Y'all be watching the men crack the men?
Wow.
I do the same.
Wait a minute.
I have nothing to say.
I love seeing a man, squeal.
Ain't nothing like that.
All right, let's move it right along. Keeping up with the theme of games, it's time to kick off our own Never Ever Met's reunion game. Grab the whiteboards in front of you. I'll throw some questions your way, and I want to see all of your honest answers written down, okay? First question, who was the peacemaker that managed to keep things calm in the house? All right, we ready? Let's see your answers. Flip them over. Cinco. Chris, Cinco, Jared, okay. Cinco, ding, ding, ding. Cinco with the most votes. Next question. If you had a do-over and could switch partners with anyone else on this stage, who would it be and why? Alicia, so I can gaslight back. Oh, wow.
Chris, you put Tati, and Tati, you said Chris. Wow.
Kiki, Chris, you too? Kiki?
I knew it.
Oh.
You probably him the whole show. I knew it.
Dallas, which is Charlie.
Oh, wow.
Alexis, who did you write? Brandon?
I saw that a mile away.
Okay.
Go home together. You'll be back.
Let's get a little bit spicy. Who was hitting on somebody else's partner after they left the house?
After they left the house, damn.
Damn, who was doing that?
Brandon has a crush on Charlie. Oh, okay. Charlie, you're saying you're admitting that you?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to elaborate?
My waffle butter. The plot thickens.
They made waffles like every morning together.
Jerry, how do you feel about hearing the whole waffle buddy thing?
I mean, that's life. What can you do about it?
He don't give a
Club, say you were Chris. What's it for? What does that mean?
So I felt like the way he look at her, like even right now.
You looking at the back of my head.
I mean, I think they already talking.
So what makes you feel like we already talking?
I just feel it.
What
Sometimes you
feeling
just
do
get a
you have?
feeling.
There's no way.
Sometimes you just get a feeling.
Were you feeling that way before the cars got raised?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just an energy. I don't know. I just thought that.
In the house and then like today as well, but I feel like it was a lot.
I feel like we didn't talk that much in the house.
Everybody feeling that type of way, I don't know. Maybe y'all speaking it into existence.
You want to come sit on her lap? Like, what do you want? Like, it's in existence.
Hold on, time out.
Set her a pic. She'll be all right.
Okay. You shouldn't have been asking for pics anyway.
Now we talking about pig.
All right. You guys, it's just a game.
You always causing trouble with these damn games.
It's just a game. All right, let's move on. After all of the early departures, we were down to the Elite 8.
To the Elite Eight?
To the
Elite 8.
Kiki and Brandon, Jay and Cinco, Alexis and Chris, and Charlie and Jared. Now we're gonna kick things off with Jay and Cinco because Cinco has to leave the reunion early. We'll find out why in a moment. Now you two generally had smooth sailing, but hey, it's not love if you don't have rough waters, right? Let's take a look.
Here you go. Now you love your roses.
Very nice. Very attractive. He gets a plus for telling the truth about his height. Me and Cinco have been talking for 5 long months. Why not get it over with now? Because what if you're not compatible?
Hey!
He knows all my likes, dislikes.
Good job.
We're clearly the best couple here.
You know in one day this year, you stop trying to hide stuff from you. I'm out.
Me up and moving is hard.
I just think Atlanta's better.
You don't have a child.
We have some questions about where we're gonna relocate.
We leaving together.
Yeah. Us staying together and leaving the house together was a no-brainer.
All right. Jay, Cinco, I'm gonna start with you, Jay. What were your expectations coming into this experience?
To see if our 5-month conversation can spill over to real life, to be honest. Because we got along good. Our first conversation was saying stuff like, this is my last rodeo. Like he said, I'm done after this, so if this is not intentional for you, just let me know now. So I was like, well, okay.
Cinco?
Going through the process was pretty much what I expected, you know, because talking on the phone and stuff was pretty easy. So it's like I didn't expect to get a different person when we got in front of each other.
Okay.
So we weren't strangers like other people, like and who didn't like each other and stuff.
We throwing stones.
Sorry.
Yep. We ain't doing that. Are you still seeing each other?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what happens when you get stuff done over with first day? That's what happens.
Okay.
Get it over with.
Now, Cinco, during one of the dinner games, Jay dropped a bomb about her past that seemed to shake you up a bit. Did you ever get to the bottom of that little timeline issue?
I mean, it ain't mess up nothing else we got going on.
You see how they keep their relationship private?
What's going on?
That's
shade. That's so
much shade. No, it wasn't really private though.
It's no shade.
No, it wasn't
that's
private.
good.
The we got into was showed. You know, they see.
Y'all didn't see a lot. Let's just say that.
Okay. Jay and Cinco, y'all left the house hand in hand when things shifted in real life. Was that a smooth transition or did things get a little rocky?
He came to Chicago like a week after we got done filming. It was cool. He met my family, met my son. They all liked him. He would come like every month.
Okay.
Yeah, I got roses every 3 days out the week to the front door. Like it's like that. But
okay, Cinco.
But like
Good
little
job.
stuff, we just trying to work through like the kinks. Like he's a good communicator. He likes to talk. He likes to get to the bottom of things. He's very level-headed.
All right, well, Cinco, to my understanding, you have to leave to catch a flight.
Yeah. I'm playing basketball in Atlanta. It's an overseas combine. And basically they just giving out contracts on the spot. So
Congratulations.
if I get picked up, I'm going at the end of the
Yeah,
month.
that deserves a clap.
Go.
Yes, sir, my brother. Deserve a clap. Jay, what does it mean if Cinco made the team?
We talk about that a lot. He says stuff like, "You're gonna come visit if I go to Asia," you know. anywhere, I'm like, no, because I don't like long plane rides.
Her initial thing gonna always be no.
Yeah, sounds like you're obviously cautious about shaking up your son's life.
Yeah.
So how
Priority.
has Cinco been fitting into the picture?
My son loves him. Like a lot.
Cinco!
A lot,
That's what I'm talking about.
He's one of the good ones, for real.
Okay, you're so patient.
Oh yeah, I try to be.
Yeah. All right. Last question.
Now, this is what I said before. I think that Cinco and Jay both have very high emotional intelligence. I said this, I'm talking about episodes ago. I just think that the guy is very level-headed and very, mature and very responsible and very honorable. And I got a lot of good things to say about Cinco. I think he's a good dude for real. And he seems to want to do the family thing and get his queen and hold the whole thing down. I wish him luck. I hope he get the contract to ball out in Asia. That's going to cause problems with their relationship, but they'll find a way to work it out. She just going to have to get on the plane. Okay. She don't like long flights. Get your tail on the plane. Okay, Jay. That's your man out there. So he needs you to support him out there, because if you're not out there, don't turn a good man bad. I'm just saying. He's probably going to have a whole lot of attention out there. You probably want to pull up for real. But a level-headed guy, I think the same way about Jay. I think she's a level-headed woman. That's why they make a good match, because they recognize the high emotional intelligence, the high EQ in each other, and that's why they're able to be together. A lot of times people who are that mature and intelligent really don't like to be with people who are not at that level. Okay, they don't like to waste time with people who, I don't want to have to get you there. I'm already up here. And I don't see them being able to match with anybody else in the house, because anybody else in the house at their level, maturely, mentally, emotionally, you know what I mean? So let's go back in.
Question before you go. Cinco, are you going to marry Jay or what?
Eventually, if it keep going this way.
Very demure. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and let Cinco head out. I know you got some places to get to. Good luck on all your current affairs. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate everybody.
Play him. It's a good man, Savannah.
What did you mean by that? I'm your soulmate.
You are a soul that I would love to keep in my life.
What was your reason when we played the game earlier for saying, if you could come back with another person, it would be Tati?
Oh, that's still on your mind, Clay?
Welcome back, everyone. All right, moving right along. Alexis and Chris, you're a couple that left the house together. There was a lot to unpack with you two from the start. Let's watch.
Hi, honey.
How you doing?
How are you?
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You can explore all parts of the body as long as you ask for permission.
She has this attitude like, I'm gonna do things the way I wanna do things.
I was showing ownership. We're good, right?
Forward to it.
As far as us. We haven't been intimate, and I'm getting fed up over it.
She was pushing the sex agenda hard. She too aggressive, and that's what I want her to calm down. Man, you done brought me the box.
Mm-hmm.
Me and this woman is really making steps in the right direction.
All right, I'm gonna start with you, Chris. Alexis was very clear that she wanted to get physical with you.
Yes.
What held you from going down that path?
Sexual has never been a thing for me. The older I get, I don't want to be viewed like a piece of meat. Like, oh, okay, I like Chris, I'm attracted to Chris, let me go down here. We do the hanky-panky or whatever you want to call it. You get what I'm saying, and that's that. Because after she get what she want, what's she gonna do? She going back to the girl. I got her.
Did she ever get what she wanted?
So
got what she wanted.
why you send her? So listen. Why you send her an eggplant
I'm
picture?
like Ty over here.
Why did you send her an eggplant
She
picture?
asked for it. You said, why did she send me an
Why
eggplant?
did you send that? You got the eggplant, Chris. Why
just send it to her.
She asked for it.
Sorry. No, time out, fellas.
You.
Well, I sent it to, prove a point. Let her know we not lacking over here.
I'm not sending my friends no eggplant pics.
That's all you got was a pic?
You two obviously had plans to go into the intimacy suite. Did you ever become intimate? No.
What?
Are we lying?
We lying.
Oh, we lying.
We lying.
Whoa.
Oh,
Who's lying?
Are we telling fibs?
It wasn't that kind of sex.
Oh.
Where was it?
What kind was it?
All them guys though. I'll say it.
I was laying down in my bed, and they opened up that bathroom door, and Alexa's glasses were looking like something out of Tron. They was fogged up.
Well, that was hold on. That was part one.
Okay. All right, I know what y'all lying.
That was part one. Part two, Kiki called it.
I
Am I lying,
did.
Kiki?
Kiki, what happened?
I came around the corner and I saw Chris and I saw Alexis. And I saw a lot that I did not need to be.
What were they doing?
What'd you
What
see?
were they doing?
Were they nude?
They were nude.
Obviously, we know there was some shower things going on. We know you left the house together. So how did it go when you guys returned home?
When I left the house, I had to take some time to decompress. I was just perplexed about a lot of stuff, like that controlling thing. Even though I know I'm not controlling, I had to self-evaluate.
Are you still together?
No, we're not together.
You want to elaborate what happened?
It was just the emotional roller coaster, his traumas. It was a lot.
What's my traumas?
What? You kept saying I was triggering you. Control triggers you, and aggression triggers you, and everything I did was a trigger. I don't want to be with somebody like that, So when I did the reevaluation of myself, I was like, what is Chris' problem? I didn't know what the hell it was, so I just left it where it was at.
So did you end it or Alexis end it?
I think it was mutual on both ends, and I feel like we both ended it, but at the same time, you could kind of tell that it was a phase because it faded out. And I feel like anything that's meant, it would be worth fighting for. So when you got two people not really fighting, that means, it's pretty much a dead situation.
I'm gonna stop now and let Tati take that over.
Baby, checking out her body.
Yeah, she got right.
Huh? You keep saying that sex wasn't your main reason for coming here. What was your reason when we played the game earlier for saying if you could come back with another person, it would be Tati?
Oh.
You okay? Or is that still on your mind, Clay? You okay?
Right.
You good, Clay? Or is that still on your mind, Clay?
Talk about it.
It's
Come on, talk about it.
I'm with it.
I just want to know the reason behind it.
I feel like we have some things in common and she's beautiful. I like her energy.
Okay, I gotta stop it here, y'all. I'm sorry. Look, this is BS. I'm not just gonna call it out on the women. I'm gonna call it out on the men too. Chris, you full of it, bruh. You full of it. Okay, I was rocking with you, but you messing up. Okay, and the reason listen. If y'all watch my videos, I said to this brother, you got to seal this deal if you want this relationship to work. This woman has done everything that was asked of her. She was moving like a potential wife. She was doing everything that you asked, okay? And you did not seal the deal the way you should have sealed the deal, apparently. There might have been some, fallacious things going on, but you didn't make love, as they say, right? You probably just did a whole bunch of extracurricular stuff, right? And I'm looking at her and I'm seeing, like, look, listen, Alicia put all she could into this. I seen the effort myself. This guy did not seal the deal. He's sending D pics and this, that, and the third, and he's just, the ironic part about all of this is he was complaining about her being controlling, but he looks like the controlling one. Okay, Chris looks like the controlling one. He was controlling her with the boom boom room. And I don't rock with that either, okay? Because now you looking like you a controller. And let me tell you something else, Chris. You can't, if you don't like Alexis controlling, you ain't gonna be able to handle Tatiana, okay? Because Tatiana is not going to be handled the same way that Alicia was. She's not. She's a firecracker. You can't control her, and you attracted to her. Now listen, I get it. Y'all physically attracted to each other, but psychologically, you're not a match. You're not a match. You just physically, you see, you looking at her. Yeah, she looks good. You know, I'm sure every guy on the couch, every guy in the series is attracted to Tatiana on some level. But she's a hothead. You can't control Alicia. You can't control Tatiana. What are you doing? Do you even know what's good for you? Or do you want to just control women with intimacies or whatever? You looking like the control freak here, Chris. That's all I'm saying. I'm disappointed in my boy. So I'm gonna chalk one up for the ladies on this one. Y'all got it this time. Anyway, let's go.
If you know what I mean. Didn't I say I was an energy person?
You did say that.
Didn't I say that?
You did say that.
Is that fair enough?
It shouldn't even matter, Clay, because you said you got a girlfriend, so
Yeah,
it don't even
I know.
matter.
Like,
Sorry for clocking
we
it.
can move on, bro.
Yes, sir. Smarter, great idea. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Clay, you okay? Bookie Bear?
I'm gonna be okay.
Okay. Chris, you vegan?
My plate was green today. I did have asparagus and salad.
Right, you tried. And they said if at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again. Alexis, are you seeing anybody else right now?
Dating? I'm dating.
I like that. Chris, what about you?
No, I'm not dating. I keeping my mind open, study working on myself, and hopefully that'll attract the woman that I need.
Well said.
All right, Kiki and Brandon, let's rewind and watch your experience together in the house.
Can you believe it's been 4 years? What if you decide you don't like me?
What if you decide you don't like me?
I'm gonna pour me a little bit more.
Are you a drinker?
I'm working on it.
I don't know if me and Kiki relationship can continue if the drinking doesn't stop. You drinking again?
This is wine. Reasons why I wasn't able to see you. I was still involved with my ex.
I just feel like it'd be best for us to separate.
Brandon, do you think you were overreacting to Kiki's drinking?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe I just should have sat back, waited to see the drinking problem occur, but I was already in once I asked the question.
It was just constantly just him harping on the same thing over and over and
You were
over.
a heavy drinker in the house, what you mean?
I don't think she was.
Your waffle buddy was drinking more than her.
I wasn't with Waffle Buddy at the time.
It don't matter. It's double standard. What's double
At
standard?
the time.
Are you, wait, hold on, are y'all together?
I swear, damn.
He said at the time.
Oh, she kicking.
Everybody settle down.
You never talked about alcohol with her for 4 years?
Remember, we only talk here and there because we both be busy.
4 years is a long
4 years is a long time.
Somebody can hide something, bro.
Kiki, the secret about your ex drove a major wedge between you and Brandon. Do you think if you would have been upfront earlier, it would have changed the course of events?
To be honest, I wasn't ready to finish things with my ex, but I knew that it was time.
If you dropped that secret on me early, we definitely would have been gone because I said that was a deal breaker.
You know I view you as a best friend. That's the biggest thing in a relationship. You gotta be my best friend.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead,
Maybe
please.
you could clarify. When somebody say best friend, that means that you a better friend than all the other friends that I have, right? So how does the best friend keep secrets and lie? Am I missing
That's a
something?
great question.
No, it depends on your definition of a best friend. I don't accept best friends who lie to me.
I agree.
You all determine what a best friend is. You determine what a relationship looks like to you. I can't tell you that, only you know. That's why you guys are here doing this experience, because life gonna teach you. I'm just here to give you the tools. All right, speaking of best friend, Charlie and Jared,
Before we get to Charlie and Jared, y'all, let me just say, I also thought the drinking was a problem because Kiki does everything in abundance. Okay, as you could You could probably tell, right? She does everything in abundance. So the only thing stopping her is opportunity. She says she don't drink a lot. Well, that's because she don't want to spend the money on drinking a lot. But if she had unlimited money, she would drink unlimited alcohol. If she had unlimited money, she would eat unlimited food. She's addicted to dopamine. She's addicted to just cravings. Like I said before, no shot at Kiki, but I just think she should get on some kind of GLP-1 medication. It could be Manjora, whatever they call that, Ozempic, whatever, Trizepatide, whatever. She needs to get on one of those joints and kick her cravings, her food cravings, her alcohol cravings, all kind of other cravings. She needs to get in the gym. Now I know some ladies gonna have a problem with me saying that, but that's just keeping it real, even just for her health. Okay. Her mother just passed away. Who knows what her mother passed of? She don't want to pass. She shouldn't have to pass from any ailments or anything. And I'm not saying it wasn't old age, but I have a inclination it was probably health related. So Kiki, she should be trying to be as healthy as she could possibly be. And if that is truly your best friend, then yeah, you wouldn't lie to him. You wouldn't put on this front, because best friends know everything about each other. So anyway, let's go in.
Sure that y'all was going to leave together, but it turns out things didn't quite go as planned. Let's take a look.
That man is absolutely beautiful in person. Oh, Jesus.
Charlie is everything I would look for in a woman.
I don't have one kid, I have 4.
I just had a kid too, dude.
We went from 2 kids to 6 overnight, so.
I got a game for us. We gonna act like all this is gonna end tomorrow.
My answer for the game was a hell yes.
What did you put? I put no. It's so private in here, I love it.
This is what we needed to kind of bring us closer together. I came here to start my life with him.
I was the run that put F no.
What do you really want from this?
Let's just keep it as best friends. That's tough. Wow.
Charlie, I'm gonna start with you. What were your expectations coming into this process?
I don't know, just see the chemistry that we had over the phone and online, if it was real.
And what do you think went wrong?
I had no idea how he really felt. I think he was still like protecting me and my feelings. I mean, he wasn't honest in the beginning, so, or throughout, at all, actually.
Going into this, I owed it to her, like to try and see if it would work, but we both had a secret, and it was a secret I thought I could get over, but in my mind, I know it wasn't gonna work, but good sex checks a lot of boxes that normally wouldn't be checked.
Jared.
We both had a secret. In my mind, I know it wasn't gonna work, but good sex checks a lot of boxes that normally wouldn't be checked. If it ain't all there, I thought that could help out the situation.
Charlie, how you feel about that? Because I see you throwing looks.
I'm just confused. He said he tried, but on what, day 2, he was already saying no? So like, where did the trying come in play? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I was hit with a pretty big bomb day 1.
I mean, you threw a bomb at me too, like.
Yeah, your bomb was a little bit more bigger.
It was, but it's not like I had a secret and you didn't have one. Like, we both kept something from each other.
You're right. You may not have seen it, but me even giving it a second thought was me trying.
So was it the amount of kids I had or just me not telling you?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Now you're making it feel like they're a burden and they're not. I never asked a man for. I know the internet's going crazy. I'm here and I don't get no damn child support. I make a hell of money. I have a nice house. I don't need anything. I'm not asking no man to raise my children. They have their own dad. I want a man to love me.
Would you have came to South Carolina? Kids and all?
I can't take my kids. But,
Exactly.
But okay, so kids aside, it wouldn't have never worked because of the location then.
No, I would have tried to convince you and the one kid I knew about to come to South Carolina.
Even with the one kid, I can't leave Dallas.
Well, I guess it was just all up in smoke from the beginning.
All right, Charlie's like red flags were flying high all around Jared. Everybody saw it.
It was doomed from the beginning. I said this in one of my previous episodes. it wasn't. It was done before it even started. I said, Jared is not. He's broken. It wasn't going to work. He said he was going to try to convince her to move to South Carolina, and if she wasn't, then it was going to be over with. This was just a play thing. Jared probably got other women. I can't unsee Jamie Foxx in this dude. Okay, I always think of Jamie when I see him now. They actually from the same area too, in Texas. I don't think he's from Terrell, but they both from Texas. So I don't know. They probably got they related in some kind of way. But anyway, I said that this was doomed from the beginning, and he just pretty much validated that, because apparently he's not moving to be away from his kids, and she's not moving to be away from her kids. They didn't figure this out in 4.5 years. That location was going to be an issue. That's questionable to me, but such is life. The never ever mets. Let's go in.
But you. So let's check out never before seen footage.
Jared uses Charlie for every damn thing. Why don't you see red flags? Like something is not on in her brain. The light switch is off. It needs to be turned on.
And confidentiality. I love Charlie,
Yeah.
but my mind's made up. I'm still gonna enjoy myself.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I put no. You put no. This is the reason why I said that. No matter if you go home with your girl or not after this show, your whole count finna be through the roof. So you gonna find something.
That's fact.
I ain't going there. I bet you there's a bitch who's watching that show and be like, damn, that's a I can hit up on IG. I got nothing to do with it.
God damn, like I didn't see all of y'all, obviously. He already made up his mind. Like, we had sex. We were kissing. You were doing the intimate stuff, but saying that at the same time. I was confused.
Was I not supposed to do it? You're supposed to be treated like an absolute queen, and I felt like I did that.
Well, Charlie, it was very clear you were hurt every time Jared was in the best friend zone. But then he switches up and calling you his soulmate. Do you think Jared was playing games by giving you mixed signals?
You can't be both.
Jared, good night. If you would never have sex with her, then yes.
You can't be both?
But once you have sex with somebody, the dynamic
What did you mean by
changes.
that? I'm your soulmate. I don't think I've
I
ever
meant
asked you
that
that.
as you are a soul that I would love to keep in my life.
That's what I just said, exactly.
Like y'all locked in. Y'all locked in.
I gotta write that down.
That was good.
Why do you want to answer? You want to answer because you want to hold on to a little piece of hope?
I'm that person. I want to understand. I need to understand.
He's giving you clear indication that.
Well, I know what it is. I just was trying to understand his thinking.
So going forward, it was nice knowing Charlie.
Wow.
Oh. I don't want to lead anything else on. We can't be best friends, and that should be it.
And then you should have said that.
That's
I'm
hard
saying it
truth.
now.
It's a hard truth.
Charlie, this.
Why did the term Charlie? Why did that just pop in my head? I don't know. Anyway.
This is obviously the answer. It's one particular thing he said out of his mouth that was honest. This is what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jared, I do want to know, are you dating anyone right now?
Nope, chilling.
Charlie, are you dating?
Hell no.
Are you still in love with Jared?
Yeah.
I love Jared. But I'm gonna need to get this tattoo removed though. Like ASAP.
I know I'm not feeling it, but I appreciate it because he done showed you some. So don't fall for that carrying my bag. Don't fall for the breakfast all the time, this, that, and the other. You're gonna have to look deeper than that. He just don't have the capacity to love you the way that you want.
You deserve a love that feels safe and abundant. You give that love to your kids and you give that love to yourself. Therefore, you won't have to seek it in anybody else.
Thank you for finally being honest with me.
Of course. I'm here if you need anything.
Wait, what? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be your friend.
in
I'm here if you
emergency
need
situations,
anything.
if you need something, holla at me.
See, now y'all know what I'm talking about?
All right, don't hit me up. Never mind.
All right, I want.
Now let me explain something to the ladies. Okay, Jared is a bit of a he's a playboy. He's a player, right? I know y'all recognize a player when you see one, right? He's a player. What he's doing is holding. Listen, she's very accomplished. She got a nice job, make a lot of money. She got a nice house. I think Charlie is going to be Jared's insurance policy. He's letting it be known that he don't want her right now, In the case that he needs her, he's going to file that insurance claim and call her and say, nobody loves me anymore. I want to come back to you. That's why he's keeping it more than cordial. Now, listen, Charlie has to catch a clue. Okay, let's just be real. She has to catch a clue. The guy is not, he don't have the capacity to love her the way she wants, or in the way she wants, or where she wants. It is a harder ask for her to move where you are when she got 4 kids. Okay, she is deeply rooted where she is in South Carolina or wherever that is, and you're in Texas, right? So it's a harder ask because you're a guy. You probably don't even have custody of your kids. I understand you want to see them, but you don't have custody of them like that. So you should be able to move to where she is. But he's not really feeling that. He's not really feeling the whole family life. He gets bored of women real quick. Why? That's what players do. Players get bored of women. So he don't have the capacity. She loved the wrong guy. That's unfortunate for her, but hopefully she learned a lesson in all of this. Love on yourself, love on your kids, and don't let Jared keep you as an insurance policy, because I guarantee you one day he's going to cash it in and try to move in smooth and, move in with you or get in your good side. But all is fair in love and war, I guess they say. Anyway, let's go in.
I want to thank all of our incredible couples for being so open and honest. And of course, thank you all for watching at home. And if this show proves that love might be a DM away, you just got to hit send. Until next time, keep meeting, keep loving, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Y'all have a good night on purpose. Peace.
Are they only doing one? I guess they're only doing one reunion. If that is the case, that's unfortunate. It's still a lot that I would like to know. I guess they covered everything with every couple, but I thought they were going to have 2, but it looks like it's just going to be one reunion. But anyway, let me know what y'all think of the Never Ever Mets. If y'all see my rankings, you will understand how I had everybody set up. It was spot on, really. At the end of the season, and my rankings were spot on with everything. So I am going to be doing rankings with RTL when that comes back, Ready to Love. So watch out for that, because that's going to be coming back in a couple weeks. And I will be addressing some of the rankings there. But I got to get back into the groove of Ready to Love, because they stopped at mid-season. I don't know why they did that. That was just so ridiculous. But let us get back to it, and hopefully we'll get a second season right after that Ready to Love. We'll get another Ready to Love after that too, a whole new season, because they had time to get it together. So maybe they stopped at mid-season because they got something big planned. So for the second season, I don't know nothing, y'all. I'm just talking, but stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be juicy. Listen, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.